Hi, today we're talking about hotel booking form and we're going to understand how we can create PDF files from the hotel booking form that we have created in Notion. So as you can see in the background, I have got a hotel booking form with all the fields typically for a hotel booking. And once the user clicks on submit after filling in the form, the responses go onto the responses view in this particular database. So I have already gone ahead and I have created two different responses from the form. And what I want to do next is I want to create PDF files on automation from the responses that comes to this responses tab. So I want to set up an automation system which will help me create PDF files for every response that gets captured under this hotel booking form. For this, we are going to use a tool known as PDF output. This helps you create PDF files with the help of a Google document, and alongside this, it requires a Notion database which acts as a CRM tool. So let us understand how this will work. Click on get started and continue with any of your Google account which you have on your end. So I'm going to quickly sign in with one of my accounts from this list, and then we will understand how the automation will work. So I've already signed in inside the PDF output account, and straight away I need to add two things. First is the database, the Notion database, then I need to add the Google document. After that, I need to map all the properties of the Notion database onto the document to create the automation system. So let's start with adding the database. So click on the drop down, click on add Notion database, and go back to the database which you have on a Notion account. So this is the hotel booking form database. Let's copy the title of the database. So I'll just copy the entire title from here. I will go back to the screen, click on next. I'm given two options. Either you can go with the template that I've already given beforehand. So this is a demo database which you can use to test out PDF output if you go with this option. But I want to add my own database over here. So click on select pages, again click on select pages. Now you will need to add the database which you want to add. Okay, so I've already copied this entire title. Now you need to paste the title inside the search pages. Okay, once you do that, it will automatically populate everything. Select the particular form which you want to add. It is already added. If you click on private, you will be able to see the form that has been added up over here. Okay, so my recommendation is always add the database by copying the title of the database and putting it inside the search pages. Do not add any database by clicking on these pages over here, because it will unnecessarily slow the system and you may not see all the databases correctly in the first attempt. So always add the databases directly by searching it over here by copying and pasting the title. One more thing to highlight: if you have any relational properties which you have in the database, and yeah, there is relation and roller properties used, so make sure you're adding all the relational databases as well inside the search pages. As an example, we have hotel booking form over here, and let's say this database is connected to other multiple databases. So we need to copy the title of every multiple database as well as this main database and put it inside the search pages to add all the databases in one go. Until and unless you do not add all the databases that is connected to relation, you will not be able to see the relation and roller properties appear in the mapping section. So this is very important. Thus add all the databases through search pages, the primary database which is being used, as well as all the relational databases which is being connected inside the search pages. Okay, so once that is considered, click on allow access at the bottom, and now it will give access to the Notion database over here in this particular screen. Okay, if you're not able to see the database come up over here, simply refresh the page once and the database will automatically appear under the select Notion pages, select Notion database section. So currently I am able to see the hotel booking form appear over here. If I go to the bottom, you will be able to see all the properties of the hotel booking form which you had added over here. Okay, so like email, first name, last name, all these fields that we have over here are automatically showing in as a property under this mapping section. So we can use this to create the mapping onto the document and create a PDF file. After this, we need to add the document over here. So click on add Google document. You have two options once again. Click on select existing document if you already have a document on your drive and you want to use that document for your use case. I do not have any document readily available, so I will instead add a demo document for my use case. Okay, so once you click on add demo document, it will create a sample document which you can use for the automation setup. So as you can see, it is loading this document for us. I want to rename this document by this name. So let me copy this title and let me go to the top, and I just want to rename this. Okay, so this is, let's say, hotel booking template. So you can edit this document live. Let me remove this top part which is not needed, and let me remove these placeholders as well. So now you can see all the placeholders that are inside double curly brackets will be the ones which will be fetched from the database over here and it will be replaced onto this particular field and the PDF file will be created. As an example, arrival date field will be fetched from the arrival date column and it will be mapped to this column. Similarly, departure date will be mapped to departure date column, and likewise for all the fields, and it will be created as a PDF file. If you want to create fresh mapping, what you can do is you can simply copy any particular property from here. Let's say I copy this property. You can go to the document and you can go anywhere and simply use Control V or Command V on your keyboard. Okay. So you have Control V or Command V. Once you do that, the property will be directly pasted onto the document. So you can simply copy and paste it anywhere you want to have it. So use Control V or Command V and the properties are instantly copied. Okay, this is how you can use the mappings that you are given at the bottom. Okay, but since everything is already mapped, I do not need to do it once again. Okay, one more thing to understand is you want to name the PDF files as per your choice, right? So how you can do it is, if you see, we have this first name column. So I want to name the PDF file as per the first name that we have in the database. You can choose any column. So I will select first name from this drop down, so that all my files will be named as per the first name. Okay, one last thing to understand is, if you go to the database, you will have these two additional columns over here. Okay, like generate PDF and PDF files. So if you put anything as ready to generate, it will create the PDF files for those specific records in the PDF file section. So all the PDF generated will be stored over here if you mark anything as ready to generate in the generate PDF column. Okay, so make sure you are marking it correctly when you're going to generate the PDF files right over here. So once that is in place, I will click on download PDF, and now my PDF files will start getting processed and it will be stored over here inside the PDF file section. So let us wait for a few seconds as it is downloading the PDF files, and you can see it has already created the first PDF file. Let me click on this to open it up. It also stores the PDF file on your downloads folder for your reference. Okay, so you can see it has automatically mapped all the fields that I wanted to map from the database, and everything is correctly showing. Similarly, if I see the second record, this is the second PDF file. This has also been correctly mapped. So we have two PDF files with all the mappings in place. This is how PDF output will help you create the PDFs. But we haven't finished yet. If you go back to PDF output, once everything is correctly working, you can click on setup motion automation and it will create an automation setup for you. And now what you can do is you can simply add any new record with all the fields of information, mark it as ready to generate, and it will automatically create the PDF file for you over here. Okay. So once the user fills in the form and the response gets captured, you can just simply turn it to ready to generate. The PDF file will be created over here instantly for you. You do not need to go back to PDF output again and again to create the PDF file. Everything happens right inside the Notion database and it is completely hands-free. Okay. This is the beauty of using the tool, as you do not need to navigate between PDF output and your database. Once you click on setup Notion automation, you simply put this button as ready to generate. It will create the PDF files right over here for your use case. That is the beauty of using the tool. I hope this entire demonstration, what I showed you, was helpful to you. If you still have questions, use this chat bubble at the bottom. Send me a message with your queries and I'll be able to take up the issues on this. You also have a contact section at the home screen. So if you see, scroll down, you have this contact window. Click on this and send me any message through this contact section. I'll be able to take up your issues. I even have an option of booking a free demo. So if you want a free demo and understand this better, I will help you out on that. Okay. So as you can see, it has started processing this document which we had just created, and the document has